Hi, this video shows you how to set up your Geyser Clean Kit, and if you're supporting a large team, some other accessories that we make available so you can make the most out of your Geyser Clean Kit. Okay, cool. Quick and dirty. First, take out the contents out of your Mylar bag. You're going to save this bag for later. You have a couple different tubes. The first tube that we're going to connect into the pump is your inlet tube. To connect it in, pretty simple, just insert the tube. You'll know which one is your inlet of the pump by the arrows right here. Then you take your bottle stopper. This bottle stopper allows you to manage your inlet tube. Just send it through the larger of the two holes. By the way, the bottle stopper has a one-way air valve, so that way when you're drawing water out of your container, you're not creating a vacuum and collapsing the water container at the same time. It's just a great way to ensure that you're able to let air in as you're taking water out. Send the bottle stopper through the opening of any standard water bottle. It'll seal it up, and put this aside. Now you have your outlet hose line and your Eco Scrub in the Mylar bag. Take your outlet hose line, it's a little bit more than 6 feet, and just jam it into the pump right here, again on the outlet side. And to set it up, what you want to do is take the sponge out of the Mylar bag, save this for later. You're going to reuse this. Take the Eco Sponge out. It comes compressed. It's going to expand out once you have water inside the sponge. To attach it to the anchor at the end of the hose line, I recommend doing this with the sponge a little wet. Otherwise, no big deal. Just open it up a little, send the tip of the anchor, pinch the bow or the outsides of the anchor as you send it into the sponge, and the anchor is going to expand inside this diamond stitch pattern. You know you've done great once you feel the tip of the tube underneath the logo. And last but not least, go ahead and connect your USB cable to any battery bank. Once you connect it, remember that Mylar bag that I asked you to save? I want you to take the battery bank, put it into the Mylar bag. You'll see how it's doing with the window, and then seal up your Mylar bag. That way, if you shower on top of it, you won't get your battery bank wet. And ready to start your shower, all you need to do is add a little bit of soap. I recommend non-lathering soap like Dr. Bronner's to control the water that's coming out of your pump and out of your water bottle. You just need to adjust this valve. Now, this valve right now is in the stop position. If you turn it like this is full blast, it's going to run at 0.4 gallons per minute. And as you can imagine, it's going to dump a whole lot of this water out real quick. So when you're ready to start your shower, start right around here. This is like the sweet spot, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but 0.1 gallons per minute, it's a great start. And then when you're done with your shower, you're gonna have maybe a little bit of water left, open it up all the way, dump the rest of the water out. It's the best 30 seconds of your day. Some of you may be asking, okay, wait a minute, when you're got a whole bunch of lather on the sponge, how do you rinse off? Do you rinse off with the same sponge, with a different sponge? How does that rinsing off part work? It's really simple. In the first minute or two of your shower, the sponge is gonna have a whole bunch of lather, and after a minute or two, the lather is gonna go away. And the reason why is because as the sponge has got water coming from the inside going outwards, it's carrying a whole lot of the lather with it. So you'll be rinsing yourself off after the first 2 minutes of your shower with the same sponge. If you happen to have a little too much soap and lather on it, no big deal. Just squeeze the sponge a couple times and it will release the lather, and you'll be able to start rinsing with the next wave of water that's coming from the inside of the sponge. Great. By the way, we have a really cool other item in this Geyser Clean Kit called an adapter. So if you happen to have a Nalgene wide mouth or a Dometic hydration jug, you can take the stopper and send it through the adapter. Send it through the adapter like this. And then this adapter seats into your Nalgene bottle and seals the water up, and off you go. The adapter also works with the Dometic hydration jug, and we also have a little lip on the bottle stopper so that if you have an even wider mouth opening like a jerry can, you can just hang it on the edge of the opening and make sure that the inlet tube stays in the same place. Awesome. Let's talk about the pump for a second. So the pump is not going to heat water as you shower. To get a hot shower, you're going to need to use your camping stove. 2 parts cold, 1 part boiling. You produce a hot shower ready in as little as 3 minutes. Alternatively, you can leave this bottle in the sun and it will also heat up the water. The pump also can go through creek water, but just make sure that it's filtered of any large particulate. Otherwise, you'll foul the components in the pump. The pump is water resistant. You can shower near your pump, but please do not leave the pump submerged in water. Don't leave it dunked in a bucket. It's not supposed to be running underwater. And if you happen to run the pump dry without any water in it, it's not a problem. You will not damage the components. If that happens, the pump can run dry for a long period of time. To release the Eco Sponge, what I don't want you to do is just grab the sponge in the tube and just pull it out. What I want you to do is pinch the tube with your 2 fingers and then pull the string until you release the anchor out. By pinching the tube and pulling the string and letting it slide between your fingers, the anchor is pulling backwards between the stitching. And what that allows you to do is ensure that the sponge lasts a long time by not tearing up the stitching at the bottom of the sponge. Once you're done with your Eco Sponge, I really recommend putting it back in the Mylar bag, leaving it partially sealed. That way, if you happen to just drop it on the floor, you don't collect a whole bunch of dirt on your wet sponge, and there you go. Now, if you happen to have a large team of people, this one pump can support an entire squad, strike team, and you can obviously get a whole bunch of replacement scrubs. They come in 3 packs, different colors, so you know whose is who. But what we also offer is a single pack with an anchor preloaded in the Eco Scrub itself. And this Mylar bag is designed for one individual person. What you can do is replace the end of the tubing that's past the valve. Really simple. If you want to replace the anchor, just remove the clip from the valve, push the connector, remove the tube, take another anchor, put it back into the valve, give it a little tug, and then push the clip back in, and then throw the Eco Scrub on that. This allows you to make sure that each anchor is, reserved for each person. Great. Some of you may be asking, hey, how do I wash long hair? And very simple. You're going to obviously need a little bit more than 1 liter of water. All you got to do is just squeeze the Eco Scrub over your head to get some water in your hair. Add shampoo, and then to rinse it, you're going to fold the sponge into a little taco and then send a section of hair at a time through the Eco Sponge to rinse the shampoo out. So there you have it, the Geyser Clean Kit. If you need a system that already has a heater, or you already have a shower system in your rig and you just want to conserve water, then I highly recommend you check out our other products for cars, RVs, boats at geysersystems.com. In the next video, you're going to learn why the Geyser Clean Kit is a game changer and our pro tips and accessories when using the Geyser Clean Kit. Thank you.